Chubstep.
Jrad.
Creating the oil of judgment.
Steed. Chubstep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
Here's the thing. I'll punch a baby when nobody's looking. Just
Okay.
to establish my lifelong dominance over that child. Well, they cry all the time, right?
Yeah.
How are they going to know it's from just a little punch in the eye?
Sarate.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show started.
We're back. Stormwatch 2026.
You got a storm?
Our listeners on Saipan are in a storm. Mega
Okay.
typhoon. Sinlaku.
Yes.
It's raining.
How do we rank on Saipan podcasts?
We got to be top 20.
Yeah, I got an email again the other day that we're third in comedy in Tanzania, and I haven't even talked about Tanzania in a while.
We are crushing Tanzania. We got to. Okay, we'll do another Tanzania episode maybe next
Yeah,
week.
we gotta tie Tanzania into things a little more just so we can get up higher on those charts. It's not a small deal. We just got to get like, I don't know. There's a way we got to get something out of it. Like so far we're doing a lot for Tanzania. I'm not seeing a lot in return.
I know. Well, we put all our eggs in Magafuli's basket.
Yeah, the former president who didn't die of COVID.
Yeah, I can't remember.
He was like a COVID denier guy and then he died.
Yeah, it was a big COVID
They
denier guy.
think it was they think it
Told
was
people to like
COVID.
drink silver or
And
something.
then yeah, they think he died of COVID. Yeah, but I haven't even looked. You're right, Gene. We gotta be on top of that. I apologize.
Okay, sorry to our Tanzanian listeners, Saipan listeners. I think the storm's almost over. By the time you hear this, it'll probably be sunny out. We probably, surfing or something,
Yeah, if it's
catching some
sometimes a week
rays.
between when we record and when it releases, so if it's still storming like that, then
Godspeed.
I apologize. Yeah,
Godspeed.
that's tough. That's tough.
Oh, wow. Okay, I got another certified Steed hero moment
Okay. Oh, I love these. Yes.
because, as you know, I don't find trouble find me.
That's true.
People in need, I'd stumble upon them. I'm basically like JC sent me down to earth as his second, like his son, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm JC's son and he sent me to protect people.
JC's son, who's the wife? Who's the mom? Is it
It
your mom with immaculate conception type thing?
could have been.
But you look a lot like your dad.
Yeah, maybe he like morphed into my dad.
Mm.
Like he took control of his body at some point.
Okay. Okay. That's true.
Because I don't have any of his powers. If I could turn water into wine, I would have saved a lot of money over my life.
Yeah, Winking Owl would be out of business.
They would be. I mean,
If you can turn water into wine.
poor Aldi.
Or yeah, Aldi would be out of business.
Okay, so I'm going to work, going through this tunnel in Portland, notorious tunnel. People honk their horns in it.
Oh,
No.
it's for fun?
Yeah, for fun. Nobody
Okay.
believes me when I tell them because sometimes they don't. And out of towners come like, everybody honks their horn in here, and then nobody honks it. And I look like a psycho.
Well, you could always honk it during that time.
I do sometimes.
Okay,
And
okay.
usually nobody else honks. But anyways, I'm going through the tunnel. Uh-oh, pile of cars.
Yeah.
Like, there was a bunch of cars stopped. And then there's one like Explorer that's just stopped in the tunnel, going
Okay.
uphill. So they can't reverse, can't go forward. So I stopped like a good Samaritan and I get
Yeah.
out and I'm like, you guys okay? And they're like, I think we're out of gas. I'm like, oh my God. So the guys, I'm like, okay, well, I can, go get you some gas. And the guy's like, okay, I'll ride with you. So
Oh, God.
random guy gets in my car with his
Describe
wife.
this
and-
guy.
So here's where my I'm getting bonus points for this because he was about a 6'8" black man.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is a large person.
He was a large person, and as a white man, I feel like um I'm in the clear for being canceled for anything I've ever
Okay.
done or said.
That's true.
Not
Nobody
that
can
I've
ever
ever
say.
said any bad stuff.
So basically, yeah, you can basically get a free ride for any comments you make in the future too,
Yes,
within reason.
within reason.
Yeah, okay.
Like I'm not dropping N-bombs,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
okay? But I could maybe, I don't know, right into the show what you think I could get away with this.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yes.
the guy gets in my car, we go get gas, bring the gas back to his car. I'm a hero.
Yeah.
Again.
Who paid for the gas?
He paid for the gas.
Okay. What, premium or regular?
It was regular gas.
Okay.
Then he tried to give me $20,
Yeah.
and I had to big time him. So this, I'm like, I'm like, no, and he's like, no, seriously, and I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, I make too much money out here, okay? I don't
Hey,
need
I'm
your,
Rich Paul now.
I
I'm
don't need
Rich
your
Paul now.
$20, buddy.
Yeah.
So then he went on his way, and I saved a family.
Yeah. It would have been a power move also just to burn the $20.
This, oh, rip it up.
I don't need
Yeah,
this.
I'm
But
not
also, you
taking
don't
it.
need this anymore because you're already going to give this to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were less scared because he had a family. Because like anytime I see that scenario, I'm just thinking I've seen enough movies where, oh, I'm out of gas, you go in and then somebody robs you. Like that's
this
just
guy.
where my
I
head
mean, they
goes.
were in the tunnel.
Yeah,
This,
it'd be a pretty bad spot. Be a pretty bad spot to rob somebody. Yeah,
yeah, it was. I- that would have been something. And by the time we got back, the traffic was like horrendous
oh my
because his
God,
car was stuck in the middle of the
just in the
tunnel.
middle of the. Oh my
It was so
God, I mean
bad.
that's it's like the
His wife
worst
was
case
calling
scenario.
like, "Where are you?" And we're like, "We're in this traffic. We can't
How
get through
how
because there's
far
a
was
car in the tunnel."
how far was the gas station?
Like a mile.
Oh, okay,
This is like
that's
the
good.
next exit. Yeah,
That's really good. Okay, so that yeah, that could have been way worse if you.
yeah,
That's
driving
funny.
20
Good
minutes down the
Samaritan
freeway.
Steed. Good Samaritan
Yeah,
Steed.
I'm. Some would say I'm a hero. I want the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the Anti-Racism Medal.
That's true. You should at least get one of the two.
I want both.
Okay, so maybe if you combine it like a half split down the middle,
I'll
something
find
like that.
some another good guy that's done both things, and then we'll share both of them together.
Yeah, like the Presidential Racism Medal. That's what it would say,
Yeah.
depending on how you cut it.
Yeah, I mean, if Trump gave it to me, that's what it would say. If Obama had given it to me, it would say anti-racism medal.
Yes. So, um, well, that's nice, dude. Congrats on the kind duty.
Yeah, I'm not racist. It feels good.
Yeah, certified,
Feels
not
really good.
racist.
That's what I mean. The whole thing. I'm certified not racist.
There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that. Um, I so the main topic, Steve. I actually want to get in this because I actually had more than I want to. I have a lot of things I want to talk about this. When you sent this topic, I'm not going to lie to you. I was hesitant. I said eels. What
Because
about?
they excite you?
Well, I'm just like I've haven't dealt. Okay. Here's my backstory with eels. Have you ever held one?
No, they're too slippery.
I've held one.
You held a
So
meal?
yes, we
Oh
tried. This is
man.
in Martha's Vineyard. We tried to do fishing off a beach, and the recommended bait for the fishing off the beach was to get eels
Hmm.
and fish off this beach. It was nighttime, so you do like nighttime fishing with eels off the beach.
Yeah.
So they're very hard to grab.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing. It's hard to get them on the hook and to use them as bait. Then once you get them and throw them in the water, you have to like basically constantly move the line. Otherwise, they start twisting so much they basically like ruin your
They
your
just go
fishing line.
crazy.
They just go crazy and they just like twist themselves all in this fishing line. So we did not catch anything. Um,
Well,
there's
that's not
not
the eel's fault.
well, if the eels would have been chill
Well,
and
you
like
should have
found a
bonked
fish to
them,
run into their
given them a
mouth.
little head bonk, bonk them on the head.
Yeah, I don't, I don't want to be abusive. I just want them to abuse themselves
You put
by
a hook through them.
by having the toast around. So we didn't catch anything. That's my only experience like holding eels. Other than that, I see them in like aquariums and things like that. So I'm like,
Okay.
Can there be that much interesting stuff about eels? Turns out there's a ton.
Eels
A
are
lot of good stories, a
they're
lot of
crazy
crazy.
creatures.
They are crazy creatures. So I want to get into it here just because I think there's enough interesting stuff here. I don't want to, you know. Well, actually, why did you bring up eels? How did that start?
I found out there's a big mystery on how they reproduce.
Yes, yes. So
And
yeah,
then I started thinking about just like a bunch of eels all slimy and long and squirming around each other. And I was so turned on. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta know more about eels.
yes,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
You were spot on, and that is the first thing that comes up is their reproductive patterns, which is crazy because the reality is we don't know anything about it.
We know some stuff, but
Well,
not
okay,
a lot. And it's never been seen how they
there's no
reproduce.
eel porn. I'll put it that
Oh,
way.
there's eel porn, but it's cartoons.
Okay, okay. There's no live action eel porn because nobody has ever seen two eels mate
Yeah.
ever,
Hmm. And you
which
know
seems
why?
insane.
You know what it all boils down to? Again, like every single episode, if you get there, it's
Ben Affleck?
magnets. It's
Oh,
magnets.
magnets. Magnets. Okay.
It's theorized as because of the magnetic field, but we'll go into that later.
Okay, so every eel on Earth, or at least the European and Northern American eels, they go to the Sargasso Sea, which is not something was
I
familiar
didn't
with.
even know that was a sea, and it's huge.
Yeah, it's essentially between the Atlantic and Pacific. It's just this series of like four currents that just move in a circle so it constantly moves. There's not like a consistent spot where the Sargasso Sea is. Maybe it's Sargasso. I don't know. Sargasso. Yeah, I'm gonna say Sargasso for the purpose of this.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
Every single eel is born in Sargasso Sea. So it doesn't matter if they're, if it's something that was fishing without a Martha's Vineyard or something off of, England. Like all those are
Yeah,
coming from the same spot, and they will travel thousands of miles to go to the
it,
Sargasso Sea to
it
breed.
it seems like a hassle.
It seems insane. It can't be that great. I mean, it's like, I guess it's like one giant orgy for these eels, and they're like,
Oh
we
my
know where the
God.
place is,
You
but you
guys
got to be
ready
old
for
enough to
it? You
go.
guys ready?
You got to be able to know because apparently what they do is they grow their sex organs right before they die, and that's what they think happens. And they go down there and they just go to this kind of giant orgy, and then they kind of die right after that.
I wonder if there's any crabs down there that are just like pumped up every time the eels come.
There's some weird creepers like just
They're just
voyeurs
watching.
that
They're
are just
like,
watching
"Whoa,
what's going
yeah!"
on.
They're just getting covered in the
Yeah,
eel fluids, and then they're like,
yeah,
"Oh, dinner time!" And they start eating all the dead eels.
exactly.
Man,
So
that'd be fun.
the
I gotta get a
people,
submarine down there.
yeah, well, they've tried. People have tried, and they didn't even know. I'll get into it a little later, but they didn't even know this until like more recently in the
It
in
was
the
like
2000s.
2022.
Yeah, because they were able to track some of the things, but they didn't even know this information until then. So, did you see that some famous people in history have been involved in eel research?
Whoa.
Aristotle, starting with him,
Oh yeah.
350 BC, he decided, or he concluded, not decided, this was scientifically concluded, that they had no genitalia and spontaneously generated from mud. That's where eels
Yeah.
came from.
It seems, I mean, if you're picking where eels would come from, my guess would be mud.
Yeah. And then some people thought they fell from horsehair that fell into rivers, and that became eels.
Okay, so people were definitely
And
stupid.
these two main things, along with people thinking that they reproduce by rubbing their bodies on rocks until the skin scrapings came to life. So if you're just like exfoliated and your skin that fell off was your
Okay.
son or daughter.
Yeah.
Um,
So we're just
that
making stuff up.
and for 2,000 years, that was essentially what people thought.
Oh my God.
Then there's a little guy named Sigmund Freud. People know Sigmund Freud.
Yeah.
Before he was famous, he spent an entire month dissecting 400 male eels in Italy, trying to find their testicles. I think
It's like, where are these goddamn things?
testicles. Now, to me, I would do one. I can't find one eel's testicles. I'm like,
Well, you're
I'm
like, it's a
good.
fluke.
Well, okay, fine.
That's
You
got
give
to
me
be a
two.
fluke.
You give
Then
two.
two, yeah, but once you get to like 10, you're in too deep. You're like, where are these things? I gotta
But I
find
mean,
these
like at one point,
testicles.
he's just a little obsessed, right?
I don't
Like, I
know.
mean, like, it's like if you're trying that hard, like you really want to see these testicles, like, come on.
I'd want to see them.
I'm like, I'm good. You know what? I'll believe you got them.
I mean, there should at least be like a spot where they should be.
All I'm saying is, like, for me, I'm just good just knowing that they reproduce. Like, I don't need to see it. That's their thing. That's what they do in private. So there was another guy named Johannes Schmidt, and he spent 18 years looking for eel larvae. And then he basically went from like biggest to smallest, kept following him back, and he actually did find that Sargasso Sea near Bermuda. And then that's where he declared eels were born. But he never found an egg, never found a spawning eel. So he spent 18 years doing research on this.
Oh my God.
Um,
That's tough.
but then it wasn't until 2022 that they decided that's when they confirmed like every single thing comes from there.
They're like all eels.
All eels come from this one spot.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy that eels are alive.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what our best course of action is here, guys? Let's not do it just right off the coast. Do it in a pit in the middle of the ocean. Where, how do we get there? Magnetic fields. We just
Yeah.
remember magnetic fields. It's in our DNA. That's bullshit. It's complete
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Bird up.
So the eels, when they're first born, they don't look like an eel. They look like a little leaf thing.
Yeah.
It like imagine like a clear white leaf. That's what the eels look like.
Yeah.
Then they get into they like transform. They're like what is it? A butterfly. They go through the different things.
Well, I got
Then
a picture
they
of some right here.
oh you got some.
Yeah, I got baby eel talk too.
Okay,
There we
we
go.
we got some eels. That's not even
Yeah.
like the craziest one. That's oh God, that's so scary. They
Uh,
just morph into these little guys and then they float around the ocean. I guess it kind of gets them closer to their house. I don't know how, as a baby, they know which ocean currents to go on and
well, I think maybe they don't,
whatever.
and that's why they end up all over the world.
Yeah, and then these freaking eels, they transformed into like a glass eel.
Yeah.
And these are really expensive. People would love to eat
Yes.
them.
Yes. This is a classic Asian cuisine thing. Here's the thing of cooked, baby eels.
Yeah, it looks
They
like
are
spaghetti.
more expensive. They're, yeah, $2,000 to $3,000 per pound sometimes. Now, to
Yeah,
be fair, it's essentially like there might be 2,000 of them in a pound. So it's like $1 a baby eel, but these are super tiny things.
that's got to be tough to find.
Yeah, they said this is more expensive than cocaine,
Wow.
as one of the articles I found.
Worth it? I don't know. Probably not. They're probably disgusting.
I would have, there's no way they taste good.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
absolutely disgusting.
yeah. It's the
Um,
width of a shoelace. That's how tiny they are, and 3 inches long when they're this kind of glass eel.
God, it's horrific. Yeah, I mean, they're now all eels are getting endangered because probably
Yeah,
like oh, it's too hot out. It's too hot. We can't do it. The
yeah.
temperature rose by 2 degrees. Get over it, eels. Okay, start spawning not in the middle of the ocean. Problem solved.
So, so part of the reason, Steve, that they, people consume a lot of them, especially Asian countries, and they cannot commercially reproduce eels. So what they have to do is grab eels that are the kind of this baby glass stage and then put them in a safe environment to raise them to full thing and then sell them that way. So that's
Mm.
the part of it is you can't like it's not like a salmon where you can commercially fish salmon and have breeding grounds and all this kind of stuff. No, because
Yeah,
nobody
you
can
can't
see them
make
have
them more.
sex. You can't make anymore. Yeah. So
Freaking eels.
so that's part of it. Some of the decrease people don't know why that's the case, but since the 80s, 95% less eels in Europe. That's one specific example.
Oh no.
The European eel is now critically endangered.
Oh shit. Well, I guess we're gonna have to stop eating eel babies.
Like in some of the spots where people catch eels, where there was like people were carrying armed, like had to carry weapons and stuff like this while they were farming some of these eels. Because there'd be basically poachers, there would be people coming up and like, with bags of money, all this kind of stuff, because like this is how expensive these are. Like people were
That's insane.
basically doing illegal things to try to get these eels, right? If you could
Gotta
get
get their hands on those
ex-
sweet eels.
exactly. They said Yakuza's involved in the eel trade.
Of course.
Yeah. Uh, there was Operation Broken Glass, a U.S. Fish and Wildlife sting operation resulted in 19 arrests
Jesus.
uh, over guilty $4 million in illegal eel sales.
4 million.
Yeah.
Holy
The
shit.
license, this is a real thing. The license plate of the guy that was the kingpin for this organization, his license plate was EELWGN.
Eel wagon. We
Yep.
got him.
This guy, yeah.
Oh
So,
man. Yeah, he's guilty. I mean,
yeah,
once a jury hears that, like, it's time to plead guilty, buddy.
yeah. And like Operation Broken Glass, because you got the glass, eels, that kind of thing. But they're
Hmm.
crazy. So, anytime something's worth that much money, there's gonna be, it's bad. Here's just one more story with that. 2021, Malaysian seafood trader was convicted of smuggling 6.5 tons of live eels from Spain through the UK with a potential resale value of 290 million euros.
Oh my God. Where'd this guy get all these eels?
That's the thing.
He must have been camping out near the Saragossa Sea.
You would have to. You're just scooping all the water out of there. Yeah.
That's what we should do. Get a
Yes.
boat, go to the Saragossa Sea, learn, become an eel, drift
Yeah.
like an eel. Then we could get all the eels first.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, now we're
Mm.
talking.
Now we're
Get rich quick
talking.
scheme.
Yes.
Jay, did you know that electric eels aren't even eels?
I did not prior to doing research for this episode.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I had no idea either. It's weird that they call it that.
I thought that they were eels the whole time.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's literally called an eel, so why would it not be an eel?
Yeah, they look like eels,
Yes.
but guess what? They're a type of knife fish,
Yeah.
more closely related to catfish and carp.
Yeah.
So we're not even going to talk about them. All right,
They
we're done.
they are interesting though. You don't want to talk about them because they're not real eels?
They're not an eel. We're
Yeah,
not
that's
doing a
fair.
knife fish episode, which we could.
Well, I'm just gonna say this real quick about electric eels.
Okay.
The guy that invented the battery used the way electric eels produce their current as kind of a starting point for creating the battery.
I don't know. I didn't. How do they do it?
Well, that would be steed science.
I'm not gonna find it out because they're not eels.
Okay, I can get into a little bit more.
I assume
Well,
they're like rubbing something. I don't know.
they have three electric organs stacked like batteries. The main organ uh, and hunter organ produce high voltage attack pulses. So that's more like a taser. It's something that's super quick and basically paralyzes something. And
God.
then they have another one, their third, organ, electric organ, shoots a low voltage signal that's basically like a radar system. It sends pulses and then receives an echo. Um,
Okay.
it's basically a submarine, like an electric submarine that's
If
shooting out these things and then shocking things in the water.
if eels can do that, why can't I do that? Like I want that ability. Why
Well,
can't
eels
I get
can't do
those
that. Knife
organs?
fish, knife
Knife
fish can.
fish. Well, if the knife fish can,
Yeah.
what if I put one in my leg or put those organs in my leg and connected them up? How have we not figured that out yet? How come we don't get any cool powers?
Yeah, it would be nice to have a cool power like that.
Yeah, or like,
I want to need the light on to use the waste the battery on my phone by using the flashlight and stuff. Just
I
something
could
kind of
charge
simple.
my phone with my skin.
Yeah. There's one that shoots 860 volts, the largest one.
Hmm. Two AA batteries.
It's a lot more than two double A's.
Ah,
It's a lot. Um, so Yeah, here's the 775. The scientists began studying how electric eels generate electricity. Those experiments influenced Luigi Galvani
Mm.
and Alessandro Volta, who built the first electric battery in 1800.
What if we like, the grid goes down and we just get a bunch of eels and put them in a tank or the knife fish, and we have a guy that comes in and pokes them and they zap. They can make our electricity for us.
Yeah, uh, like like renewable
Renewable energy. It's
energy.
free electricity.
Yeah.
How many? All right, I gotta know how many electric eels it would take to power a city.
So just to go a little further, when I talked about being taser, I looked it up. A full attack volley from a electric eel fires at 400 pulses per second. It's actually faster than a police taser, which is
Wow.
19 pulses per second.
Okay. Well, here's the good news. Your electric eel, you need 24 electric eels to power a house.
Okay. And I'm assuming these actually do probably reproduce normally, or you can
Yeah,
replicate this
because
because they're not eels.
yeah, you can make them bang. Why are scientists not getting on this?
This is your thing, Steve.
24
You don't
eels for one house?
you don't think you'd have some hipsters in your Portland or your Vancouver, Washington area that would be all for like at least powering a few appliances in their house from eels?
Oh my God. No, it would be on the news out here.
It would be all over everybody would be in on that.
This is bullshit that like, what if we do that? Like,
Yeah.
solar panels, all the rage. What if I sell you 26 eels for a little
Yeah.
backup and a battery and they just charge your battery?
Yeah.
And then you can feed them and stuff and
Oh my God. Yeah.
they have
If
a cool
people's Tesla
tank.
was powered by an electric eel,
Oh my God,
they would
yeah.
freak out.
Yeah, because you'd have to charge your Tesla from your
You could
house.
charge, you could charge a lot of money for that. Certain people would be very into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. If I ever
Yeah.
win the lottery, that's what I'm gonna do.
No, you got to do that so you don't need to win the lottery.
No, well, I need seed money. You can't just
Okay.
research eels with
No, that's all it
no
takes. You just
money.
research them. Well, you could use that $20 from the guy you
Seed money. Hey,
invested
thanks, pal.
that.
You know what? I'm gonna use this to get me 24 eels.
You should have told him all about eel
Don't
business.
ask what it's
And then
for.
he would have been like, actually, can you leave?
Yeah, drop me off here.
So actually, Steve, if you want to catch some of those electric eels, here's how somebody did it one time. Then what was the last we'll talk about electric eels because as you mentioned, they're not eels.
They're not eels.
This guy, Alexander von Humboldt, went to the Amazon in 1800 wanting to collect electric eels for experiments like you're talking about.
Hmm.
And he was told there was only one reliable method. They got 30 wild horses and mules and then went to a muddy pool full of eels. And then what happened is the horse hooves, like all this panting up and down on the mud, caused the eels to like jump up and attack the horses.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
then the eels would basically try sticking to the bottom of the horse and shock them.
What the
And then the
hell?
eel would get tired and fall on the ground, and the guys would collect all the eels that way. So this guy tells the story, he published a story in 1807. Nobody believes him for because he's like, this is an insane story.
How'd your horses die?
Yeah,
Eels were
obviously
jumping
a
out
few of
of
those
the
horses
mud.
died. Most of them survived, but a few of them did die. And but he did catch a lot of these eels, and everybody's like, that's bullshit. And then this guy basically replicated it in 2016, a guy from Vanderbilt, and he did it with like a fake crocodile, and then did a very similar thing and was able to replicate that these things like jump up if
Oh
they're
my
agitated
God.
too much, jump up and like stick and try to electrocute something.
Good Lord. Those things are
Yeah.
like just monster creatures.
Yeah. Yes. I
We
mean,
we need
it's
a
literally an alien type thing that you would
That's what
like.
I'd have if you like made a movie and you go to a different planet
Yeah.
and you're experiencing the wildlife. That would be it.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
Woo! It's electric in the air! Yeah!
We eat some eels as food.
Hmm.
Okay, so there's a couple dishes around the world. I
Mm.
don't know if you've ever heard of jellied eels.
No.
Okay, this is of course in England because they just all they can do is boil food, and that's it. That's their cooking
Oh God.
expertise. So they boil these and make them, jelly them, and if that's not good enough, they wait until it's cold to eat them.
This is, I'm showing you a picture of this. This is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
The jelly deals? Oh, it's not the most disgusting
Well, I
on
mean,
this.
who would who would want to eat that?
Yeah. Thank God that 95% of eels,
This
we've had
picture
that
literally says, "Why would
downturn.
you eat that?"
Yeah, that guy's
That's literally a picture.
jellied eels.
It
Oh,
looks. I'm trying. Okay, for those that are listening to the show instead of watching this on YouTube, because everybody listens and nobody watches on YouTube. If I were to describe this, okay, it literally looks like my grandma had a candle that looked kind of like the stuff in between, but like the body of the eel is like they're chunked into like maybe like a sushi roll size, like where you
yeah,
cut
yeah.
up little chunks of sushi, and it's like a gray outside edge that would be like the rice, and the inside just like a white four-part meat section in the middle, and then it's stuck inside a looks like
A bowl
petroleum
of
jelly,
jelly.
like a Vaseline. It looks like
Like we
kind
have
of
jelly, like
yellow.
peanut butter and jelly. They just have
No, not like doesn't look peanut butter
yeah,
jelly.
but
It's
they
like
have
yellow.
unflavored jelly. So you take all the fruit out of your jelly and put it into eels.
Oh my God, that is I nothing seems less appetizing to me than that. Okay, thank you. Steve, I am now off heels.
Yeah, no, that's what you
Based
need
on
to. If you need to survive and you live in England, just get in the streams and rivers.
yeah.
Um, Belgium, they've got one. It's called Pelling int Groen. Pelling int Groen. It means eels in the green. Uh, they just take these eels, chop them up, and put them in green. This one looked pretty gross to me too. I don't know why. I think it's the green and mixed with the eels. It is not as bad as the what's it called? Freaking jellied eels, but
Well,
this is a Belgium dish.
what do people say eels taste like?
I've eaten eel at sushi places.
Oh, I have not.
It tastes like I don't know, like it's good. I mean, you wouldn't know you're eating it. It tastes like a good fish, I guess.
Okay.
It probably tastes like a snake, maybe,
I never had snake.
if I had to guess.
Yeah. I mean, it
You
looks like
ever eaten a
snake.
snake?
Water snake?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, in Japan they do some actually good-looking presentations. Kabayaki, they cut it in half and then like skewer it, dip it in some sweet soy sauce, and then
It's the same.
broil it. Nope, that is I don't know, that's an anime character. Kabayaki, Kabayaki.
Oh,
What did you?
I see. Yeah, this looks much better.
Yeah, that looks delicious. I mean, me and the boys out for the evening, we could be out there eating kabayaki.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks good on some rice like that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's firm.
yeah.
That's like typically how it's presented on sushi rolls, but
Okay.
yeah, it's good. So the normal people do eat eels sometimes,
Okay.
just not like the British.
Is that why do you think we wanted to separate? Is that'd be some place, some factor in why we became an independent country?
I honestly, if a British man was like, like I'm in a bread line, and
Yeah.
he's like, the crown provides, here's what the crown provides, and he handed me jelly deals, I'd be writing the declaration that morning.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I saw a shirt the other day, which I had not seen, I'm sure other people have seen this, but it was actually a Cubs shirt, or it looked like a Cubs shirt because she was walking to a Cubs game, and it said the British blew a 13 colony lead.
Yeah, I've seen
Do you
those
see that
memes.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I liked that a lot. That was clever.
they did.
It,
I
I
mean, we
had,
could be England right now. That would be fun.
yeah, that would be fun, but the food would be worse.
It would be in freaking bangers. Bangers and mash is good,
They have a
but
few
I
staples
can't
that
eat
are
that every
good, but
day.
no, they have a few staples that are good. But if you ask somebody in England if the food's
When
good, they'll say the food's not good. I mean, like they have a few pub type foods that are good, but
when
like
I
in
think of
general, the
British
food's
food,
not.
I think of like uh toast, like white
Oh,
bread
toast with baked
toast.
beans. Toast with baked beans. That's
Ugh,
really good.
Jesus Christ, it just keeps getting worse.
And their baked beans are more ketchupy than our baked beans. Like ours are more barbecue. Theirs are more like ketchupy baked beans.
Yeah, and they put freaking peas on everything, but they
Yeah.
don't put like any
Yeah.
seasonings on it. They're just like, oh,
No.
you like peas? Here's peas.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then they
Still in
put
World War
jelly
II.
around eels.
Oh, God, what a
Who would think to do
backwards
that? What psycho
society.
would think to do that?
Uh, Evil, evil creatures, the British.
Yeah. Yeah. Good riddance. So, anything else with the eel, Steed? That was already disturbing enough.
Sometimes monk seals get eels stuck up their nose.
What?
So look up monk seal with eel in his nose.
Okay.
It's one of the most ridiculous images in nature, possibly, because there's like a seal lying there, and then he's got an eel coming out, and it looks like a trunk of an elephant.
This is insane looking.
Like,
How does this happen?
so scientists think that they eat these eels. Um, like they eat the eels and then they regurgitate them. And when they regurgitate them, it comes up the wrong like tube. So instead of going out their mouth, it comes out their nose. So it's
But
the
is there only
product
one
of
picture of
them.
this? I feel
Apparently,
like
it's been observed a handful of times since 2016.
okay. Because it seems like the same picture they just keep showing. And I mean, it looks ridiculous. I mean,
It's it's insane.
it seems really uncomfortable.
It's a big eel coming out this thing's nose.
Yeah, that it's like, yeah, this is a big, yeah.
And seals don't have hands, so you can't pull that eel out of his nose.
Oh my God, that would drive me insane.
That would
You're
drive me
right.
nuts if I had a freaking eel in my nose.
Are these eels snorting? Are these seals snorting eels to get high?
So, so one thing I forgot to mention, but the blood of eels is poisonous to us, or it's
Mm,
toxic. So you have to cook eels. Like
okay, you cannot eat eels raw.
you can't eat raw eels. So maybe the seals are onto something there. Or maybe they were
Yeah.
eating it and then they were getting blood poisoning. So then they started puking it up and then it came out their nose. Oh God. Yeah.
That is insane.
So I thought that was fun. And then I
Yeah,
think that's basically all the eel.
that's really all you need to know about eels.
Yeah, they like to just mush around in the bottom of the ocean. And I bet they do something real freaky down there, something real kinky. That's
That's
why
what I'm
they do it so
saying.
far away.
It's like the fact that nobody can get in. Everybody wants to know, nobody can get in. Like this
Yeah.
is like the ultimate like Hollywood no phones orgy
hmm
type thing, right?
If Epstein went all the way to an island to hide his deeds, and these guys are going all the way to the bottom of the middle of the ocean to
Yep.
hide their deeds, they're doing something messed up down there.
It's bad. Yeah, I would agree with that, State. It's not clean, as they would say.
Yeah,
Not
so
above board.
we're blacklisting eels from Chubstep.
I would agree. They're on our endangered list.
Yeah, we'll endanger them if they
We'll
come
endanger
near
them if
us.
they come near us. Exactly. That's what I mean by that. If you step foot close to us, yeah, we'll take you down. Oh, well, there's eels. There you
There's
go.
eels. We got it.
If there's a topic you want us to do, email us showchupstep.podcast@gmail.com. If you're an expert on something, let us know. We'll have you on the show. Potentially some guests coming up. I'm working on that. The show, check us on YouTube, Chubstep
Oh yeah.
Podcast. And wherever you get a podcast, share the episode with a friend. The show has ended. Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.